Good evening. My name is Sean Betts. This is my week one assignment for FTT 122 Intro to Ammunition and Basic Ballistics. Today I'm going to talk about the 4 steps of ballistics, SDI's 4 steps of ballistics. Is internal, which is the study of the projectile inside the firearm. You got intermediate transitional, is 2. The study of the projectile once it has exited the muzzle and cleared the muzzle blast. Step 3 would be the exterior ballistics. That's the study of the projectile in flight from the time it leaves the muzzle to the time it gets to its target. Step 4 would be terminal ballistics. That is the study of the projectile upon impact of the target. So some of the variables that affect these different steps of the ballistics would be, with the internal ballistics, the variables that could affect it would be like the propellant, the chamber, the barrel dimensions, or the bullet characteristics. That's some things that could different variables that could affect it. For intermediate transitional exterior ballistics, it's things like the environmental factors, the gravity, time of flight. Those are some different variables. And then when it comes to terminal, you got the projectile's design, the velocity, and the angle of the impact. Those are some different variables. So one thing that I found interesting in my research, and I'm a cite Forensic Science Hub channel, they only talked about 3 characteristics of ballistics: interior, exterior, and terminal. But SDI is teaching us 4 characteristics: interior, intermediate transitional, exterior, and terminal. So that's just something interesting I noticed. So they also want me to talk about sectional density. Sectional density is a ratio of a projectile's mass to its diameter. The higher the SD number, the greater the projectile's mass is in relation to its diameter. A greater mass to diameter ratio is beneficial for one purpose: penetration, regardless of medium. So if I had to explain that to somebody who had no idea about ballistics, I would say that sectional density is a measure of how well a bullet can penetrate its target. It's a simple way to compare how much weight a bullet has in relation to its size. That would be my explanation. Um, so I was also asked to explain it, to pick a question and explain it. So my question is it possible to overstabilize a projectile? What might happen if a projectile spins too fast? Yes, it is possible to overstabilize a projectile. Um, and what might happen if a projectile spins too fast? It could break up. It could especially if it got a thin jacket, mid flight, it could possibly spin too much and break up. So that's my assignment for week one. I appreciate you for listening. Thank you.